This is
Throwing Shade. We're feminasty Aaron Gibson
and homosensual Brian Safi
take a look at the headlines in politics
and pop culture
and treat them with much less respect than they deserve.
Can you handle it? Brian,
Yeah.
I have a crazy story about Sammy Davis Jr.
I can't wait. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, but yeah. This is my Thanksgiving gift to you.
Thank you.
So I went to Tegan and Sarah last week.
Oh, yeah. Wipe out.
Yeah, walking with the ghost out.
Oh, yeah.
You know I got to meet them?
No, you didn't tell me that part.
Yeah.
Why didn't I go?
Because you were invited.
I know, but then I said no.
Yeah. You know when you're like meeting somebody and you're like, I want to make this easy for them. I don't want to have any awkward small talk. But I started off with probably the dumbest thing I could have said to them, which is, they were like, hi, I'm Tegan. Nice to meet you. And I was like, hi, I'm Aaron. Can I talk to you about the trash cans in Canada?
Wow.
Because I was like, you guys have
immediately, you were on the offensive. I want to be critical of where you're from.
No, I was
didn't
amazed
say great
by
show.
them.
Oh, okay.
No, it was before the show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Just what they needed to hear.
Show. But you're
Just
garbage
at least
cans.
they had something to blame it on if the show didn't go well.
Anyway, that's not the story. But so my friend's roommate who took me to the concert, he is like a crazy aficionado of like Hollywood dirt.
Oh.
Like he's read Hollywood
Like
Babylon.
sand? Oh,
Yeah. He said, do you know why Sammy Davis Jr. lost his eye?
A cat.
Okay, what's your
I don't
second
know.
guess?
Gout? No. Gangrene? No.
Like a disease or something?
Glaucoma.
Okay, so apparently he was dating a white woman in the 60s.
Well, then that makes sense.
And the mob cut his eye out.
Stop it.
That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that awful?
Yeah, that's pretty awful. But I mean, it really made his career.
It did. Oh,
Hardly.
yeah. Because everyone knew him as the one-eyed black man.
There's one eye. Yeah.
Oh, there goes the talented one-eyed black man.
I don't really know enough about Sammy Davis Jr. I should know more. I only ever picture him with like those other dudes, like Frank Sinatra,
Billy Crystal and Blackface,
Peter Lawford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something inevitable has happened to me.
Oh no!
I discovered the Manhattan Transfer, which I didn't know what they were. I wanted to go see a holiday concert. Thanksgiving, like so I could sing all my Thanksgiving songs, and you know what I mean, like really get into the
Turkey Day,
Yeah.
oh Turkey Day.
What's interesting about Thanksgiving holiday songs is they're all sung to the tune of Christmas carols, but just different lyrics, like stuffing bells, like Well, so I wanted to see a holiday concert for the Christmas season, and something called the Manhattan Transfer,
which I know very well.
Which was one of the concert options at Disney Hall, and so I like checked it out, and I was like, hi, I wonder what they do. Aaron, they do a video called Birdland, which we're going to show B-roll of and maybe a little bit of music of right now. Because it is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. It's just four nerds.
I hate it so much.
Just like, I don't even know, grossing each other out.
Okay, there are four people who were in pop choir or show choir, whatever you call it.
Total show choir, like full cruise ship, 20 years.
I feel like they're the kind of people who have like their cummerbunds from high school, like in a shadow box in their hallway.
For sure. One of them is wearing full purple shoes, purple leggings, purple leather skirt, bolero, purple leather jacket, lime green blouse.
No, it's not a blouse. I thought it was like a puffy scarf. I can't tell.
I'm so jealous. You remind me of her the most.
Thank you. You remind me of the guy in the full buttercream suit.
Yeah.
That's like 4 sizes too
Yep.
wide.
They took my suit size and then were like, let's triple it.
You were like, do a triangle upside down.
Yeah.
That's what I want in a suit jacket.
And then I do the move with the half split. And you do the feeding the grapes. I told Derek, I was like, well, now I know what I want to go see. And I was singing that fucking Birdman song from that video for so long to him. And he was like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to see that.
Do you want me to make you a ringtone, a Birdman ringtone?
Yes.
Okay.
But only when he calls. I just want to set it.
But then he'll never hear the joke.
When we're hanging out, we only talk on the phone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like we'll be sitting next to each other, but I'm still like, he'll try and say something and I'll be like, call me, because I have so many rollover minutes.
I like to do that because I like to record every conversation that I have, because you don't know
Nixon style.
You don't know when you're going to go to jail.
It's true.
You don't know when you're going to need that alibi. We're all listening to Serial. You need to be taking down notes of where you are at all times. You need to make sure, okay, there's a video camera that saw me go into the 7-Eleven
That's right.
at this time, so you can't say I was at the Best Buy.
Are you still trying to get Slurpees from Best Buys?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try
When
to
will
get
you learn?
Slurpees at Best Buy, and I try to get iPods from 7-Eleven.
Yeah. I bet 7-Eleven does sell an iPod, or like a version.
Everything at 7-Eleven is made to be used once and then
To
thrown
fail.
in the garbage.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is made.
Except their condoms.
Oh, they were?
I reuse.
Oh, you do? Do
I
they have
do.
the 7-Eleven
It's
stripe
so
on them?
expensive. They do. Yeah. It says proudly made at 7-Eleven. All over it. Yeah.
This is a good way to do like education and sales.
It's the perfect way. Go ahead.
Okay, so what they do, you do like a Rube Goldberg thing where the machine opens a pack of 7-Eleven brand condoms and puts the condom on a hot dog they can't sell anymore. Let's say it's like 17 weeks old. Right? And then they show you how to put a condom on.
I'm in. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Brian, I have a song for you.
Oh, good.
Victim blaming, victim blaming, victim blaming, victim blaming. Time to watch Don Lemon do some victim blames with you.
Oh, were you doing picture pages?
Yes.
But to victim blaming?
Because there's so many parts to this story.
Yeah. Don Lemon, is that what you said?
Don Lemon, CNN's Don Lemon.
He victim blamed?
Oh, boy, did he.
Ugh, that's too bad.
Scooby-Doo Bob, he did.
That's
my scat victim blaming.
Oh, yeah.
So Don Lemon, host of CNN Tonight.
I know him. He's smart and handsome. That's why I'm disappointed.
Yes. Okay, so he interviewed one of the 4 women who have come forward with allegations against Bill Cosby.
The cause.
Mr. Picture Pages himself. Joan Tarshis, who used to be an actress and was in publicity. Don Lemon was asking her about her attack. This is a quote from him. "Can I ask you this? And please, I don't mean to be crude, okay? You said this last night that you lied to him and said, I have an infection, and if you have intercourse with me, you'll probably get it and give it to your wife." This was one of Joan's attempts to get Bill Cosby to allegedly not attack her. And then Joan said that what he did, she thought she was being smart, and that's how she'd get him to stop. But instead, that he made her perform oral sex on him. In response to that, Don Lemon said, there are ways not to perform oral sex if you didn't want to do it. To which Tarshis replied, "Oh, I was kind of stoned at the time, and quite honestly, that didn't ever enter my mind. Now I wish it would have." It's been pretty clear one of the main through lines of all of these attacks, these alleged attacks, have been that they were drugged.
Yes.
And now he's saying, well, there's a way not to have a dick in your mouth, right? And then he said, right? Meaning the use of teeth, right? Why didn't you bite Bill Cosby's dick off? Is what he's saying to her. And then she says, yeah, I didn't even think of it. It didn't even cross my mind.
Why wouldn't you bite his dick off? Because who would ever think to do it? Even when someone says bite me, you don't really do it.
Exactly. You just are like, I love The Simpsons.
Unless you're a shark. I was in the middle of the Mediterranean doing, saltwater cleanse and bringing all the fishes, you know what I mean?
Floating,
every kind of. So many Arabians around me.
They do call you king of the fish in Greece.
They do. Yeah. The point is, I looked straight into the eyes of a shark and I said, bite me. And guess what it did?
Nothing. Swam away?
It did swim away. I've said it before, but have you ever seen a shark look scared?
No.
I have.
So people on Twitter started ripping Don Lemon a new asshole.
Yeah.
And started the hashtag Don.
Hey, what was wrong with the old one?
Oh, right. I don't know. So Twitter came up with the hashtag Don Lemon reporting, and people wrote things like this. Why didn't the Twin Towers move out of the way? Hashtag Don Lemon reporting. Lemon, being shamed by the internet, issued an apology.
Okay.
Here's his apology. And if you don't know what an apology is, it's a non-apology.
Right.
So it's a fake apology.
Yeah.
It's, I'm sorry you.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a victim myself, so, by the way, you should know he was a sexual assault victim as a child and didn't come out to until he didn't tell his mom until he was 30.
Yeah.
I do feel a little bit like it's part of his own baggage, but I also feel like, isn't that even more reason not to do this to somebody?
I mean, yes, he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it.
So he said, as a victim myself, I would never want to suggest that any victim could have prevented a rape. That's what you did. If my question struck anyone as insensitive, I'm sorry, that was not my intention. No.
It never is.
No. Apologize.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking... You know what's cowardly? This is This is what people who are afraid say. People who are truly sorry say, I hurt someone's feelings and I take responsibility for it and I'm sorry.
Why is it so hard?
And I'm going to try not to do that again.
I don't know why people think it's a weak move. That takes strength. An apology takes strength.
And you can't get that at the gym.
Not barbells.
Look, I was going to go into all the other Bill Cosby stuff because I'm like appalled and it's unfair to be like, I think he's guilty, but I think he's guilty.
Sure.
And I think that I've certainly seen evidence that people in Hollywood, when they get a lot of power and a lot of money, they do awful things. Even people who present themselves as normal, rational, kind people.
Maggie Smith, Diane Keaton, Meg Ryan, Lisa Kudrow.
Monsters.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I hope this gets resolved. I hope at the very least that these women find some kind of peace, because I can't imagine holding on to something like that for so long.
The bird woman in Home Alone, the Central Park lady.
Home Alone.
Home Alone 2.
You hope she finds peace?
No. She's one of those Hollywood types.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Erin, I don't know about you, but this Thanksgiving season, I plan on cooking a big meal and...
hamburgers, French fries, tacos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, ordering a big meal.
Oh, right.
And then...
I thought you were doing skateboard Thanksgiving, where you do foods that only skateboarders eat.
That's true. Yeah, I am. Dirt. My Thanksgiving is going to be really nice, very sweet, very romantic. It's not going to be that. We're going up to some of Derek's friends. It's going to be really nice.
Are you going to have a heart-shaped hot tub?
Yes, and I'm also forcing everyone to watch my favorite television show, 19 Kids and Counting.
Ah!
Doesn't Thanksgiving just scream
When is it
Duggars
gonna
to you?
be 20?
How many turkeys do you think they have?
How many turkeys?
Like 8?
I think you get a turkey per child.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a petition right now at change.org because the Duggars for centuries.
It's not Duggars.
Duggars? No.
Oh.
That sounds nice though. So anyway, they've said a lot of horrible things and done a lot of horrible things.
Yeah.
With women obviously just leading by example, but also with the LGBT community. So petition at change.org, launched by a man named Jim Wissick of San Jose, California, says that he wants 19 Kids and Counting to get canceled, and there's thousands of signatures on it now to get it canceled because of all the discriminatory sentiments they've had about the LGBT community. I think the show is awful. I think it's a terrible example for everyone involved. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of making shows get canceled.
They're preaching to the choir.
Yeah,
community.
why is TLC even promoting these people? Any of them? You know, that's another thing I don't understand. Is like, you found a horrible family to profile, and a family that clearly has some, maybe not clearly, but has some sort of mental illness or something is not right. It's not charming to see people give birth to things that they, it just keeps getting worse and worse for the Duggars.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I know that baby that came out green.
So,
like one day the devil's gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the devil knew he could come back, he would definitely put his odds on Michelle Duggar because there's good chances.
So the Duggars, I've mentioned this before. Michelle Duggar was involved in a robocall in.
I remember
do you remember this in Arkansas? Where basically she said that the residents of Arkansas in August were going to have to use public restrooms with males with past child predator convictions that claim they are female, which was completely untrue.
Yeah.
It just meant transgendered women. Also recently,
which by the way, I think is a good enough reason to be like, oh, maybe we should think about canceling this show if someone's engaging in activities like that.
Also recently, I don't know if you heard about this, but they posted a picture of them kissing on Facebook and encouraged other married couples to also post pictures of themselves kissing on Facebook.
Did gay people put pictures of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they ripped them down off that page, and those users were then banned from the Duggars Facebook page. They're just all around. I mean, they do not like gay people. The end. And I guess that's what's so upsetting about it is like, you would think that if there are not too many families on television that are very devout and religious. It is interesting to see. I do think there's actually a place for it, but this is my problem with people who use Christianity the wrong way, is going on television and just immediately hating a segment of the population or couching it that you feel sorry for them. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be interesting to see this incredibly conservative family really stick by their Christian values and be like, hey, I'm not going to judge them, like Lisa Whelchel did on Survivor.
Who is that?
She was Blair on Facts of Life.
Oh, yes.
She's very Christian. Very Christian. And went on that show and was like, yeah, I'm cool with gay people. Why wouldn't I be? What's just obnoxious, and I feel this way about Duck Dynasty, is here are shows that really could make a difference because they appeal to, Appalachian backwoods. Yes, if those people said like
everyone
this
in Deliverance,
it could really, it's amazing. Like, really, they have a platform to change a lot of things, and they don't want to. And so fine, be yourselves.
Whatever.
I don't care. I'm not fucking
chamber.
watching. Sign this petition if you want, but also just tell people like, hey,
don't watch
this
the
family's
show.
not the best.
And always do a split bang. If you're a real fan of the Duggars,
listen,
and you're not doing a split bang,
say what you will, and I will say what I will. Hair icons.
You know who had a split bang? Jesus Christ.